Hello, Star Trek. Yes, it's a good show. So, today we're doing Mirrors, which is about the Breen. And then the last episode, there's a lot of Breen today. Um, and they're pretty cool. They like to keep things cold. They're pretty cool, if you know what I mean. You get it? They wear their refrigeration suits, and it's always been a mystery. Who are the Breen? Are they like furry? Do they come from an ice planet? What's their deal? Guess we'll find out. And then in the middle of the Breen, Whistlespeak, which is a pretty good episode. It's about going to a planet of primitives where they have a big race to see who gets to be sacrificed. It's pretty good. It's a good episode. In the meantime, so I did a game jam recently. So you make a game in 72 hours and go, and there's the URL if you want to play it. ryans.games.itch.io/emergency simulation. I'm just gonna skip all this. Go! Emergency simulation. You need to, they damage the warp core and you need to stop them. And completely cheese their targeting by just spamming up and down repeatedly. I just need to kill like 3 minutes until it's time to start the episode. Don't worry about it. Go, warp core, press E, and there you go. You did it. We beat the game. More enemies, more fires. Let's go. So every time you just... Ow. Okay, oh my god, I died. I don't die in my own game. What is this? Anyway,
Maybe you made it too
made it to what?
difficult.
I don't think so. I just didn't see the lightning drum, and that time I just got shot. I was better at this when I made it last week.
I gotta say though, you really came up with a great design, great obstacles. It's great for like ADD attention span and a good skill level.
As for the attention span, with game jams you really have to make things that are like 5 minutes long songs. Or people just they got games to rate. There's too much time. So these swords this is supposed to be like a bat left, if you can tell.
That's it.
Look, I look horrible.
I mean, it's fun. That's the important part. The logistics can be fixed later.
Well, no,
fun.
I'm never touching this again.
Okay.
It's a game jam game. It's done. It's over. It's gone.
Hello, Soma.
Hello there.
Welcome to the Ryan's Gaming podcast.
Yeah, we're a gaming channel now.
We got bored of Discovery Season 5.
So, 1 minute to start. Everyone have mirrors queued up. Soma, how about the weather? Soma?
By the way, Soma, you're as quiet as a...
Let's see if that's a little bit better. It should be a bit later.
Let me-
increased
I'll-
volume of it, but it picks up everything else at the same time. 1 second.
field
Okay.
mouse.
Because I boosted you as much as I can, and you're still...
Yeah, and I have
Barely
you
there.
boosted too, and you're as quiet as a field mouse. But I actually do like Season 5 of Discovery, so I'm not trying to diss it.
Yeah, it's good. It's a good show, and I'm gonna get that queued up actually now. That seems important.
Wait, hang on. Is that better?
No. 5, 4,
Alright, let's do that.
3,
Should be a bit better.
2, 1, play and blur. Hopefully this is sufficiently blurred because Paramount gave me a copyright strike for Star Trek 2009.
Yeah.
Cool.
weird.
Like, if they did a copyright strike of the intakes, like, that would be stupid of them, but I would get it. But why a watch along?
Yeah.
I could dispute it, though it's a little concerning that the prompt to do so says, you are confirming that you own this, and you will, to reinstate the strike, Paramount will have to provide proof that they have taken legal action against you.
Hmm.
Who took
Yeah, I
legal
mean,
action against you?
tell them to
Nobody
bring it.
yet.
Tell them to bring it because we have nothing on your stream which violates their copyright. So bring whatever legal action you
It
want.
doesn't.
I mean, yeah,
A review. It doesn't matter if he does or doesn't. What matters is they have deeper pockets than he does.
Yeah.
And essentially,
but-
they can just bury him in litigation
Yeah, but
until
he has
he
the right.
is bankrupt.
He has the
I
right
mean,
to a jury trial. So
Okay, no. Worst case scenario, I
doesn't-
would expect a cease and desist letter, Max.
Mhm.
I wouldn't expect them to actually sue me. That'd be weird.
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. Without any litigation, they don't have any. YouTube wants proof of litigation if he disputes it.
They're just gone. A mystery. I love mystery episodes.
Oh, humans can't resist a good mystery.
True. So saith Captain Picard.
Very true. If I hold it closer to me, it'll be louder anyway.
You seem a tiny bit louder, maybe?
Who?
So
Yeah, I have a new mic, which it's decent, but and it was louder before. I don't know why it's gone quieter, but hey ho.
Mm.
Oh,
It's
that
louder
3D
when I
model
tested
is
on Discord
weird.
before. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you're more on par with everyone else now, Soma. Yeah.
I don't know why it changed anyway. It'll be
Kitty,
fine. Yes.
I don't think those
You're
purrs
not
are
just
real.
best
I think they
character.
put the purring in post.
I don't know. Grudge looks pretty well fed.
They didn't set up the cat for wireless mic.
I mean, I have to imagine cats don't
try and-
really like being on film. There's so many people around. It's wide
Yeah.
open space.
I mean, most of them wouldn't like the cat competitions either. You know, like when people take their animals to a dog competition. You know, most furriest coat or something. And
most furriest coat. Not the like actual dog shows where they.
Also, I really
What do
like
they
how
call
this scene
those?
started, where it was shift change, because that's something. I feel like the last time we saw a shift change was TNG.
Is it ASPCA or something like that for the
dog
American
kennels.
Society for the Protection of Furry Animals.
no, that's people
Ooh.
eating tasty animals. PETA.
That's a nice wormhole. The Bajoran didn't recognize a wormhole, really, show? The Bajoran. Ridiculous.
Well, she's a Bajoran from a different
From what, one of their
century.
colonies that got destroyed by the Jem'Hadar? I mean, I guess it's been 800 years, so they probably have more. I don't know, maybe it's more of an interspatial flexure.
Lieutenant Gallo? No, the name is Callow with a C. Hopefully someone in chat gets the reference.
I do not get the reference.
That's a shame.
You mentioned a wireless mic for the cat before. In most television production or movie productions, they'll have a boom mic, which is a long extension pole and then a mic attached. So that's how we capture better audio.
Jerry Callow.
Well, what they do specifically is
Callow's
they
dead.
make every other sound or everything else in the set silent, so they can pick up clean dialogue.
Mm-hmm.
It basically says that it means you can actually adjust the dialogue vocally as opposed to what you get is what you get.
But when you watch the like blooper reels for the early Discovery and Section 31, people are walking around, they're just squeaking all over the place in their leather.
Yeah, obviously, television has a lot of posts, so all the actors come in later for one more round of recording dialogue, and the director might say, "I want you to do this line a little bit different." But also back in the old days, movie and TV cameras used to make a lot of noise, like a lot. Even now, the IMAX ones make a ton of noise. So I'm pretty sure you don't get dialogue from like the film like that anymore.
With these ears,
Like-
I keep kind of expecting him to be Vulcan a little bit.
Mhm.
It's like, when is the last time he took the con? It's
He's
like,
like-
start a 43964.2.7.
What was that species of proto-Vulcans that started worshipping
The
Picard?
Mintakans.
Mintakans, yeah, there you go. And then there was in Star Trek:
By
A
the way,
Final
got
Unity, there was
genocided
that
by Philip
offshoot of
Edwards.
Romulans. What was the offshoot of Romulans? What were they called?
The Vulcans.
No. There was a they were just invented for a Final Unity so that they didn't interfere with like the main.
Oh, those guys.
Yeah, they're
Oh,
just
I don't
Romulans.
remember. They were pretty lame.
They had
as
warbirds.
I remember.
Yeah, they were just Romulans. They had to call them something different because Paramount.
Hey, Mark, who are the species from Star Trek: A Final Unity that are legally not Romulans?
The species you're referring to, on my honor, are the Garidians. Like a steam
yes, the
engine, they're
Garidians.
nigh
Garidians.
identical to Romulans, but their politics differ like the north and south of my home country. Less vile than humpback whale hunters they are.
What? What? He just threw the whale reference in because he's required to.
So the Civil War is the humpback whale.
I'm contractually obligated. Contractually obligated.
Probably
like
more
books
poetic
Mention
in Quajon.
whales.
It's been a long time since we hang out, guys.
It's been
It's
2
been
weeks.
2 weeks. What do you mean?
So you programmed that game in your 7-hour. That's what you were doing.
Yeah, 72 hours.
Mm.
Cool. That was really impressive.
Yeah.
Did you play Ryan's game, Robo?
I haven't played Ryan's game.
Why didn't you play my
missing out.
game?
You're missing out.
No, have a look at it.
I didn't know. Send me a link.
It's
Put it
in
the
general chat.
General chat. It's very addictive. It has all the elements of a social media game that's designed to hook you.
Easily impressed. This isn't what the Bajoran wormhole looked like inside. Where's the weird CGI? Where's the lightning tunnel?
General.
It's a different kind of wormhole.
Where's this link?
Oh, Ryan, I also wanted to suggest, right?
Emergency simulation.
I know you haven't
Emergency-
seen The Expanse yet, and for me, I was just kind of realizing The Expanse kind of falls apart after a couple of seasons because it just turns into a different show. I like it for the geopolitics of the inner and outer solar system. I would suggest you watch Foundation, and even in season 2, Roxanne Dawson, who
yes,
played
yes.
Blonatosaurus, she directed several of those episodes.
Oh yes, this is the Enterprise.
The J?
Here's a question.
No, the Enterprise, the ISS
This
Enterprise.
is the one that we
Is-
have the
Is
sets
it
for
emergency
already.
simulation or emergency scenario?
Don't worry
Because
about
you
it.
got the
Listen, dude, I made the thumbnail in like the 30 seconds before the due date, and I couldn't remember which.
What you named it?
Because I realized I hadn't made a thumbnail yet, so I was like, oh god, okay, fine.
Well,
Thumbnails are important.
you could ask me to make a thumbnail like a week in advance next time, Ryan. I'll come up with something for you.
A week in advance of the 3-day project.
Okay, just give me 3 days, and you could do all the mechanics part, and I'll just do a little Photoshop square thumbnail for you.
It doesn't matter. This isn't on Steam. This is.
Yeah, but we want people to like.
Well, it's
Your
definitely
game
not on
deserves a good
Steam.
thumbnail.
This is not a commercial game. I don't care. It doesn't matter.
Very true.
Oh, you can put fires out? Interesting.
I really
You warp
love.
under, yes, you can put your fire out.
This is such a great intro.
I
love
do
show
like
intros
it.
these
I
days.
still wonder what's up with this flower thing. We never see it.
Yeah.
I think it reaches back to
Is that the
animated
telepathic
series.
pitcher plant?
Yeah.
Oh, geez. Are these batliths now?
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
Wow, I would not have gotten that. Good job, Robo.
It's legally not a batleth.
Right. He recognized the wavy motion.
You're not
though.
a batleth in lower decks.
Yeah.
That was a really fantastic episode of Lower Decks this week.
A batleth is actually the first thing we see in Lower Decks in the first episode. Boimler's
True.
in his little cubby, and then Mariner chops part of his leg off.
Yes, yeah. What a way to meet.
Also, a Batleth's one of the first things we see in Enterprise, the episode Broken Bow.
Did he have a batleth? I remember the Klingon. The Klingot. Oh god, no, you fool. Cardassian voles are infamous for infestations. You don't...
Yes.
It's a bad plan.
Hmm.
You know, I used to love
Also, aren't
watching
they
the show.
hideous?
A little. I mean, but someone might find it cute. Like iguanas are kind of hideous when you think about it.
So you just keep going again and again and again, changing
Yes.
the parameters. Okay,
Yeah, it's like Boimler's episode
I've-
of Lower Decks.
I've completed the main gameplay loop.
Congrats. Well done. Okay, there's a Cardassian vole in Discord.
Oh yes, there. The fried one that O'Brien pulls out. That's the best picture. Yes. They're kind of cute.
Are they?
The time bug was 100% their fault.
They didn't
I
have
think
any way
it's the fault of
knowing.
Trill security. What? Gross.
Yeah.
Disgusting. Well,
we
would
may
you
as well start-
would you put it in like a sous vide bag and then boil it?
No, I would deep fry
See-
it. Sorry to speak over you.
No, it's not boiling then.
But yeah, he's specifically boiling. Yeah, I'd
Crap.
imagine it's a sous
Yeah.
vide bag and it just
If
makes
I
like
get
a donut
home
hole.
fast enough, I'll join the party.
That's so disgusting. No, I think if you could deep fry it, that would work. We're just boiling it in oil. That's what deep frying is.
Yeah, that's how you get funnel cakes, basically.
What's going on in downtown Seattle right now?
Also deep, thanks for your edits. Amazeballs.
Thanks, babe.
I do like the edits.
I can't. I've done 250 of these bloody things. I did not think it would last this long.
And
I didn't know I was committing to a 6-year project.
you've acquired some notoriety on the internet because of it. You're constantly in Paramount's lawyers gunning snipes.
Paramount
they're like
makes
Khan.
thousands of dollars off of me.
But they're like Khan. They keep missing the target. They never actually get the videos in which you violate their copyright.
Wow, look at this setup
Well,
we
hello,
already built.
Strange
It's
New
so
Worlds, yeah.
convenient.
I love that we got the ISS here. I know
It
it's
has
fan
evil
service.
red lighting, or it could just be a red alert.
I know they're not supposed to do fan service, but that episode Mirror Mirror is so near and dear to our hearts.
Hmm.
Yeah, he was chill. Darren version.
Yeah. Eh,
Yeah.
he was capable of killing, but he was nicer.
Sorry, the Terran version of whom?
Spock.
Spock.
Oh, okay. Yeah. He was a force for good.
So, I'm pretty sure the only thing they changed here is they put the stickers next to the turbo lift. I think everything else is identical.
Wait. Sorry, I forgot.
They
The
didn't even. They don't
preservers
even
put-
change the sick bay.
The torture
Yeah.
bay.
So the preservers put the clue in the ISS?
No, no, no.
Or
The
the-
scientists who
Who-
were scattering clues around the galaxy.
Okay, and how long ago were they in operation?
Like 600 years?
Okay, thank
700? 800? TNG era.
you. Okay, thanks. Okay, the TNG scientists. Okay.
Yeah, those people. They put it here.
Okay, thank you. Because I was like, why would the preservers pick the 23rd century? But thanks.
Killed for trying to make reforms? That was Spock, I assume? Was he the High Chancellor?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, possibly.
Well, he's a Terran High Chancellor, so it must have been some Gorbachev kind of guy. Okay. I thought Action 3 was something you guys came up with.
Let's see, what do we know about the Terran Empire? So it did fall, but then all the humans got enslaved by the aliens. So it probably didn't go great for these people in any case,
Yeah.
even if they did escape. This looks like a perfect opportunity for a grenade. Did we bring grenades? Or perhaps a wide beam on your phaser?
Hello.
Hi.
Yellow. Sorry, I don't know why. I thought the standoff was the first standoff we had at the beginning of the season. But it looks like
No,
the
there's
same
there's
room
too
to me.
much plot reveal here
Yeah,
to do it early.
true. Oh, this is the part where he says, "I'm your dad's best friend." He said, "I hate my dad, so go to hell."
Maul, shoot him. Come on, Book doesn't even have his phaser raised. You can take him. One of you will get stunned by Michael, but you'll still win in the end. You can handle one stun.
Excuse me.
Michael, please make a deception roll.
Yeah.
Shoot him. Oh my god, he's a Breen.
Yep.
I want to thank Discovery for this contribution to Star Trek lore. Because we never get to see a Breen really behind the mask. And
Yeah.
I remember when we were watching DS9, we weren't even sure about what their homeworld was like because the lore contradicts itself. Like the whole point is we couldn't even speak their language, and like
Flashback?
and
Yes.
it would be Wayoon's acting that would carry the whole Breen scenes.
Man, I can even understand this Breen. What a ripoff. There we go. That's
This is really.
almost the Breen speak I remember. It's close enough.
I think they did an amazing job. You know, with the whole hierarchies and the tetrarchies.
Yes, Weown says that their world is actually pleasant, I think.
Yeah, he's. Oh, how does the scene go?
I think he said it's rainy all the time.
Oh, he's talking to Ducat, I think.
Uh-huh.
And they're discussing like why the Breen of refrigeration is just like the world is actually quite comfortable. You see what I mean? They're full of surprises. So I imagine the Breen. Well, no. I was thinking they all have like radio transmitters to each other and like the voice is just to screw with people, but that can't be right because like the founder can understand them.
So wait, and here also they don't have a face. It's just like they put one on to be like us retrograde people.
They're made of jelly.
Mm-hmm. Or like spirit or something.
Did
Honestly, they're
Value
not
for your
even dating
lovers
yet,
gonna
and he's
fight?
already hugging her. How? What does that mean? How do you cut dilithium? It's a single crystal.
When you sell someone drugs, you lace it with impurities.
Yeah.
So that's called cutting.
But they're just solid chunks of crystal. That's
Maybe she's selling dilithium powder. Don't sell drugs, by the way.
Gotta snort some of that dilithium powder.
Locke. Do you want to like shoot her? No. All right.
You know, their love story is pretty okay. It's very Thelma and Louise. You know, very.
Thelma and Louise.
You know what I mean? It's like we're just gonna get in a convertible, rob a bank, and just like hightail it out of there, even if we have to drive over a cliff.
I'm so confused.
No, okay, I haven't seen Thelma and Louise, but you know what I'm saying. The two
Bonnie and Clyde?
buddies.
How can you compare them to a reference you haven't even seen?
The movie.
You know, this scene is exactly like episode 2 of The Expanse.
I've seen a film criticism where Thelma and Louise was like a feminist kind of thing because you showed two bad girl. So I've seen a review of the film, and everyone knows the commercial, I guess, where they drive off a cliff or something, right?
No.
Yeah, the end of the
Who watches
of the
commercials
movie,
in 2024?
movies, they drive off a
You have
cliff
to
to
on
avoid being
streaming services.
arrested. Yes.
Yeah, it's like one of the most iconic moments in cinema history. So everyone knows that, even if you haven't seen the film. But that's the kind of thing. Anyway, I'll come up with a better analogy. Sorry.
Anyway.
You know, these pieces of Clue, they look a little like stem bolts.
Really nice set. I love the lights on the floor. I even love later when Book and Michael are on this cargo bay thing.
I imagine the only thing real here is this specific crate they're standing next to.
True.
It's good CG, though.
Yeah.
not a
Well,
complaint.
no, it would be the wall thing.
Yeah. You can't swear in my Star Trek mall.
Yeah.
In the Federation, they don't swear.
What kind of federation do you think this is?
Well, she's a human. Oh, this is sort of a flash forward to the flashback. Okay. This
Yeah.
isn't the same scene.
Yeah.
They're just partners in crime at this point. They get a thrill off of being
Gross.
partners in crime. He's a privileged aristocrat.
Is this why the founders like the Breen? Because they're kind of gooey? They have a little
Maybe,
shape-shifting
maybe.
built in?
They are.
Yeah, possibly.
Or just because the Breen were useful
Except-
at the time, which sounds more
Yeah.
in line.
Which is more accurate. But there is a connection, kind of, because what was it, the Tholians that we got to see in Enterprise? Yeah, they are jelly. You're right, Ryan.
Gross.
So the other thing is, though, the changelings, they don't remember their evolutionary past when they were once solids, and here the Breen are like still in that fish that can breathe air phase. I mean,
Well, I vote you
fish
shoot
breathe
him while
oxygen.
you walk down this hallway.
Fish do breathe oxygen. I'm just saying, like, the gills weren't not through their gills anymore. This is kind of cool though, because Book's name was always important to him, and like we kind of did develop the character by
I don't
making
remember
it.
why was he called Cleveland again? There was a whole
That was his real
backstory there,
name.
but I don't remember what it was.
Pretty sure it is Cleveland Booker is Miles' father.
Yeah,
The whole name. Cleveland is the name which each of
After
the
Cleveland in Family Guy.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
okay.
Yeah. Each Torio in turn took the name Cleveland Booker.
Well, okay, sure, but why was the first one named Cleveland?
I don't know.
Yeah, so it was Cleveland.
Is he getting? I don't remember his son's name. Is his son named Detroit?
Oh, Malzer's name was Malin. Malin.
Just find a different empire to hang out in. The Breen Empire sucks
Yeah.
anyway.
True.
Change your name, change your face,
Should be easy for him.
change your social security number.
Well, at least
It-
she has good trigger discipline.
Yeah, it's probably set to stun anyway.
Well, if it was a really clever phaser, it would just read what your intent is, and if your intent is to kill, it would kill them.
Remember
That
those
might actually
those
be what these
guns?
phases do.
Yeah, probably. Remember those guns that have like a button on the top to fire? You have to use two hands.
Yeah, it's terrible. Well, you should use two hands with any gun always, but
You have to dramatically hold it out with one hand and slowly lower your other hand to the button.
Oh, like the Virion T disruptor?
Yeah, exactly.
Hmm,
I think there were phasers like that as well.
maybe.
Why would you use the past tense here, Book? You're not fooling anybody.
Yeah. Not like you're gonna have a kid with her or anything.
Maul, shoot him. Don't let him bond with you. You fool. Now, Erigah? Or
It's a little bit after this.
Oh, they're making out.
If it's this episode, I don't recall if they do share it the same episode.
we might just be in the episode titled Erigah.
Yeah.
Really, that should be the name of this episode. You know, a lot of the evil empires in Star Trek are really big on green. The Breen are green. The Romulans are green. The other species that I was about to say that I immediately forgot who they were are green. The Orions are green.
So I'm looking at this Pelican case on Amazon, and I added it to my cart, and it says, "Do you want to buy a protection plan for your Pelican case?" Like the Pelican case is the protection plan. So you'd have it's like
It's like buying insurance in case your insurance company goes out of business.
right, or your CEO gets assassinated. Ah, here all night, folks. Okay.
Isn't it great that America doesn't
would've-
really have
yeah.
a healthcare system? It's so much fun.
What's
It
great
would've
is that
been
we've
fun if he had some
left and
other
right
issue
are
and
both
ended up,
united in cheering for this this guy to get. Yeah. Anyway. Just everyone, murder is bad.
The sixth flight?
don't
What is it? Are
condone
you a bird
violence.
species? Why do you call it that? That's a Stellaris avian ship name set. I don't know, it's probably fine.
And all of those votes that we don't know what they're for.
Well, I don't know if I would go that far.
Half of what they're for.
I don't remember how Locke gets injured. Maybe Michael picks up his gun?
I love how they just demolished both sets on a different show.
Whose budget does this come out of? Oh my god, Maul, good job. Like nothing was even happening. You were just so sad that you were in a different room from your boyfriend you freaked out. Come on.
Yeah. They have attachment issues.
This is a toxic relationship.
Yeah, a bit. They love each other a lot. They just sort of love each other too much.
Codependency issues. That's what
Yes.
they have.
They have a coupon for the black color, but not the tan color.
Cleveland, you can't swear on my Star Trek. Did it again?
Still love that people say that when Picard literally swears. Yes, not in English, but it's the same thing.
It's only a real swear if it's in a language the censors understand. No, you can't. He's a main character. Don't lie to me, Maul. Weak. You know, I can't imagine the Breen would be that physically strong if they're literally made of jelly. Like, they don't have bones. Right? How?
Hey, we actually had to see this fight in the sick bay on Life in Strange Two Worlds.
Well, we have to because they already broke the frosted glass.
They get stabbed with the
Okay.
knife.
That's how he gets injured. He hurts himself. Fortunately, they're literally in sickbay. This should be fine.
I do love Elias who fights this. He's great.
I'm very surprised that Maul just didn't start blasting as soon as she saw he was injured.
No, him being injured is too much of a priority.
So when the Breen
The
solidify,
what
do
is
they?
their only way out?
The
I don't know,
Enterprise.
man. The Enterprise. Yeah, they're gonna
The
fly
Enterprise.
the big ship out.
What Enterprise?
They're on the
They're
Enterprise.
on the Enterprise. The ISS Enterprise.
It's been a while since I watched this. What?
They're-
What?
They found the
They're on the
ISS
ISS.
Enterprise inside a wormhole, and they
And
that's where
it's the Strange New Worlds Enterprise.
yes. Except they
course,
put
that's
Terran
very
Empire
cost
stickers on the
savings.
wall.
Yeah.
Look at how gooey I am.
Are you gooey?
Not wormhole, it's interdimensional space.
Through a wormhole. I do notice they still have teeth when they're made of jelly. So they have some bones.
It's for eating Jello.
Why do you need teeth for jello?
Actually, yeah, do we
So
see-
you can push the Jello through your teeth and turn it into a liquid.
Ah. Yes, kill her.
He's really used the gun, just not on her.
Do it, do it, do it. Oh, boo. Oh, even their disruptor blasts are green. They're very thematic Empire. Honestly, you also should have just killed him. No, it doesn't matter. Kill him. You barely even know her. You hang out like once a week for 30 minutes in a shuttle bay. I do wonder how long they actually have been dating, because from the way they act around each other, it feels like they've been dating for like a month. Like they don't know each other really, but they're kind of in the obsessive stage.
Mm.
You don't even know her. Yeah, the show's trying really hard to make me feel bad for Locke and to be invested in their relationship. I don't know that I do. Lieutenant Gallo. It's Lieutenant Callow.
Callow with a C.
Wow.
New crewman of the week.
He needs it opened and made bigger.
Yes.
Yep.
Making their job 10 times harder. Have some doggone faith, Stamets. He's got a plan. Spore drive.
invert the deflector array?
Wait, no, that sounds like a pretty minor side effect. I think that's fine.
Yeah.
Let's do the gravity one. Interdimensional aperture analysis. Okay. And a bunch of random mathematical symbols. I don't think those equations meant anything. Did they report back that there's a whole starship in here?
That was what the stanza was about. No, it's saying we're going out in a starship.
You want to get back together? Ah, come on. I'm definitely more invested in their relationship than Mal and Locke. Yeah, this scene really makes me want a remaster of Deep Space Nine.
Mm.
This is a really nice wormhole.
What, a remaster of Deep Space Nine?
Yeah, man. All new
Get to work,
CGI.
dude.
Upres the or rescan the film.
You'd need to rescan the film, re-edit it into the episodes,
And completely
have to,
redo all the CG.
synchronize all the audio.
Actually, is that the
and redo
actor
all the
of the
CG,
person we
yeah.
saw that invests in Tilly in a couple of seasons back? It's the Tilly.
Could you say that again? I caught like half of it. Something about Tilly.
I think that the person standing next to Tilly was at least looked similar to the actor who invested, or the character who invested Tilly a couple of seasons back.
Still didn't understand
The character who something Tilly a couple of seasons back.
Infested Tilly?
Oh
Yeah,
my
the
god, the
small
Cirque
piece of-
Overmind.
I'm so over winter already.
Dude, winter's the best season.
I'm sick of waking up. Winter maybe in California, but here it's terrible.
Go to
It's
California.
gross.
Then.
Snow. No, you have other problems there.
We have social welfare systems and labor rights. Granted, not great labor rights still compared to like Europe, but
Like I said, other problem.
labor rights are a problem.
For some people, they are.
Well, those people are wrong. I guess they're a problem for the executives. It slightly eats into your profits.
They're a problem for Elon.
It's also very convenient for Michael's plan here that everybody in the Federation is incredibly well read. Like, I can't imagine you could start quoting like Shakespeare soliloquies at people in the US military and expect them to understand what you mean.
Yeah. And we say goodbye to these actors for the next few episodes. Linus playing piano.
Very talented boy. Very
Lizard.
talented loser.
It's the future, Ryan. We all read Shakespeare.
How long ago was
The future is
Shakespeare?
pre-programmed into everyone from birth.
When I have plucked the rose, I cannot give it vital life back.
In faith I do not love thee with mine eyes, they in thee 1,000 errors see. But 'tis my heart. That's so mean.
It's
Why would you say
better
that
in
to
the
someone?
original Klingon.
That does sound like it would be more appropriate in Klingon, telling someone they're really ugly, but they're pretty cool anyway.
Yeah.
Why would you
Or
say that,
Tellarites.
William? Yeah, Tellarite.
Actually, Tellarite, you would just be like, "You're ugly," and they'd be like, "Yeah."
Well, but also like Martok's wife, the first thing she does when she shows up is start mocking him.
Martok's wife is pretty hot.
Okay.
Just saying.
She also got rid of his dog.
Well,
It was very rude.
that was rude. My sister did the same thing to my brother-in-law, so
Sounds like you don't have a sister anymore. Sounds like you should
yeah, I
kill
know.
her.
I'm not very close with her, to be honest. She's kind of a
So also I'm looking, I couldn't remember when Shakespeare was. So TNG is further away from this time period than Shakespeare is from us.
yeah.
Shakespeare was 600 years ago.
1600s.
Yeah.
Shakespeare.
Get another photo image of them.
All the
Wow,
world's
every
a
ship in the
stage.
sector. How many is that, Michael?
3.
Let's see, we have
That's
the
just a guess.
Nog, we have Voyager, and we have Discovery.
The Nog.
Yeah, there's the USS Nog in there somewhere. It doesn't do anything. We just get its registry on a flyby.
Yeah, it's just an homage to what's his face?
Aaron Eisenberg.
Can't think of his name. Yeah, poor guy.
Fan service.
How old was he when they started Deep Space Nine? Wasn't he like 30?
30s, 40s? Yeah, somewhere in there.
Yeah, he's. All right, you're a 30-year-old man. You're playing a 12-year-old alien. Great. That's what I
Nog was like
wanted.
12 at the start of the show, too. It was
Yeah.
like he grew up a
That's
bit.
what I
but-
said.
Oh, I thought you said 20.
12. No, I said 12. 12-year-old
Yeah,
alien.
that's-
Good character, though.
So Aaron
I think he
Eisenberg
just.
was
I think he
born
after.
in 69. So he was about 30.
Wow. So I think just. Well, he was like 26 or something. I think he just at some point just started playing him older. Like he just started playing them as an adult, and he's just like, whatever. Deal with it. After a couple seasons. Really, I think after he applied to Starfleet Academy.
I do love that ship.
Free Starship.
model.
Good deal.
Which ship?
The Enterprise and the Strange New Worlds version.
Strange New World Enterprise.
It's a good ship.
It's a good ship.
No bloody
The
ABs
USS Lollipop. She's a good ship.
Also technically swearing.
What is the armament on the lollipop? 12. 12. I do not understand. 20.
The adventure continues. Man, these episodes are
Next
really
week
long.
on Starship Discovery, or on 1 minute's time if you're here on stream.
Yes. All right. Next is Whistlespeak, which is kind of related to the main plot.
Or is this the one where they're on the planet and they end up with the thirstiness?
Yes. The dehydration
The thirstiness?
for the human sacrifice.
Oh. What about the dehydration race from Three Body Problem?
Do need to watch that show.
Oh, you haven't watched it yet? Shit, man.
Never
Sorry.
even heard of it.
No spoilers. Everyone should watch Three Body Problem. Don't say
I
anything.
watched Arcane though. Arcane is fantastic. Without phenomenal. It's a phenomenal show.
Haven't watched Three Body Problem. It's good. We should do a Three Body Problem watch along.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Whistlespeak.
Blast off.
Three Body Problem is an
If you were to
American
visit-
science fiction television series created by David Binoff and some other people, based on the Chinese novel Remembrance of Earth's Past.
Don't read anymore, please. You'll spoil the twist.
Where we
It's
sit here
really
the whole
good.
time.
It's really good. Just
The plot twist is there is actually 4 bodies.
But the point is that with 3 gravitational forces, it's actually quite hard to compute their orbits.
God, you're so quiet.
I
I'm
genuinely
trying
don't
so
know
hard to
why.
listen.
Well, increase the volume a little bit
I think
more.
his microphone's just too far away from his face.
Are you sure you're using the right input?
He doesn't have it aimed.
It is definitely the right input. I've only got 1 active mic at the moment.
Okay. I was thinking like sometimes my computer decides, no, you actually want to be talking through your Vive headset microphone in the other room.
True. I do have other mics which Windows is detecting. There's only one which will actually receive input right now.
Okay.
So my headset mic is flipped up, which means it's muted.
Why aren't you using the headset mic?
Because that's the old mic, which is it's words, but it's also quiet as well sometimes. I don't know.
I think you
why
just
this
need to
is
go into your settings
quiet
and
again.
like boost it.
Yeah, I've done it a little bit. But when I increased it more, it starts picking up clicking my mouse clicks and things. I should probably get through this position at the moment. It's on my knee.
The ISS Enterprise.
The Imperial Starship.
I want to see Picard of the Mirror Universe.
Yeah, we got that comic of him with his he had like a vest to show off his guns.
Oh, in a novel, yeah.
He had a goatee, of course. I was very similar to his Captain Riker holodeck goatee.
Captain Riker holodeck?
From the No You Can't, Don't Even Try, that episode.
Yeah.
Doesn't
Oh,
close your
yes.
mouth and stop talking.
That was... What's the name of that episode?
Captain Riker
Hey,
holodeck.
Daniels.
Hey, Dan. Future Imperfect. That's what it was called.
Future Imperfect. Yep.
Also, that's the episode that got me into this stupid 6-year commitment with its blooper.
What was the blooper?
Geordi and Worf high five when Picard says that they beamed up successfully.
Yes.
They what?
Future imperfect.
Geordi and Worf high-fiving when they were beamed up successfully, and then Picard says they're beamed up successfully.
Gross. Paper in the future?
Yes, paper.
It's not even the good paper.
LOL.
That's lame, cheap office paper. I guess it makes sense.
When I
as they
went back to
interpret
21st century in one of my trips and took some with me.
Well, you can't tell her that.
Oh, we're making
an
a
AI
fungal.
recreation. His mum.
Do you actually speak this language, Wilson, or did you just learn these specific lines? Yes. In fact, this guy... Well, okay, according to the AI overview that Google provided me, Spanish is actually his first language.
Mofongo.
This does not seem healthy.
Oh yes.
You can't just make images of dead.
It's totally
relatives
healthy to. Exactly, totally a healthy coping mechanism to make a hologram of your dead loved one.
Also, it turns out that Wilson Cruz is 50. He looks good for 50.
Whoa. What else has he been in? Or has he just started doing it? That's a long time.
Apparently his first thing was in 1994. So he's been acting for a long time. He's been acting longer than I've been alive.
30 years.
Jeez.
Just nothing that I've seen. Oh, wait, he was in an episode of Monk. I've seen Monk.
Ah.
Well, most of Monk anyway, or part of Monk. I've seen some Monk. He was in NCIS. Anything else I've seen?
Might have seen him in NCIS, actually.
He was in a movie called Nixon. And he is currently in Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur.
Ah.
Which is an animated show.
Yes.
Oh, which
And
also has Shax as one of the voices.
Ooh.
Shax has been in a lot of stuff, though.
Yes, yeah, he has.
Denobulan weather towers. Denobulans absolutely do not believe in the Prime Directive. Except Phlox, I guess. I don't know if Phlox is really representative of Denobulans, though. Because Phlox... He's weird. Like, on a personal level, he doesn't like to be touched, whereas apparently all other Denobulans are overly touchy, so to say.
Touchy-feely?
Well, there's feeling going on, for sure. But also, I can't imagine most Denobulans would be on board with a genocide that he perpetrated.
Yeah.
Mirror Universe one?
They should have gone with the original version of that episode where Phlox makes the decision.
and not mirror
Fox
fox,
doesn't
just
commit
fox.
genocide.
Yeah, that with the species that was dying and about to go extinct from a genetic illness, and he developed a cure and refused to give it to them.
He couldn't give it to him. It would.
Yeah, he absolutely could. He argued with Captain Archer that they shouldn't.
He was right. Would have killed the other race.
There's no guarantee of that.
There's not even an implication of that. Oh, poor dear.
Yeah. He handles that a little bit not great, but
There's some kind of energy field.
no, it's just an unusual one, not some kind of.
Some kind of unusual field. Bajor's part of the Federation now, right?
Probably before the burn, but we don't know currently.
Are they part of the Federation in the Lower Decks episode where we go to DS9? I don't remember. I don't think they are, actually, because I think Kira is still in a Bajoran militia uniform. Wait, how is Shax in Starfleet? Because with Nog...
Yes, Ryan.
With Nog, what we
How
learn
is
is
Shax in
that to
Starfleet?
join Starfleet as a non-Federation citizen, which he is as a Bajoran...
You need a sponsor.
Yeah, you need a sponsor. Who sponsored Shax? He was busy fighting fascism. It's a full-time job. And he's apparently been doing it for... He's been in Starfleet for a while. How does Shax work? Probably best not to think about it. So I have a non-Star Trek question. Do you guys have a really good brand of like tortilla chip salsa that's spicy?
Yes.
No.
Go on.
Local restaurant.
Oh, that's... Do you have a brand that when I go grocery shopping later, I can pick up?
Make your own.
No, I will not. No, but I am very thirsty. There's water for you. Title drop.
Here so there's a company that's blown up in the past, I want to say like 5 years. I read about it in the Wall Street Journal. It's called Siete Foods. It's actually started out as like a family in their kitchen, and they kept
Sit down foods. That's what that means. Yeah.
No,
But I'm saying it means sit down.
Well, it's also the word for seven. So, because it was 7 family members.
Hold on.
This is I really appreciate Discovery for talking about.
Maybe you're
things.
Siete. Siete is 7.
Yep, I said siete.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
SIETE.
It sounded like you said siete. Siete is sit down.
No. I mean, maybe my voice is raspy because I'm coming over a cold. So
Maybe
they
it's just Discord.
They started out in a family kitchen, and they've grown into like $1 billion food brand that was just bought by,
okay, sure,
Kraft
but are
Foods or
they
something.
good?
No, so that's the thing though. They're actually good because they started out like small, and that's why they're blown up too. So that's what I can tell you.
Let's see. I do see that local grocery stores carry that brand.
Okay.
Siete spicy salsa Cesara style roja. Yeah, I'll try it.
I thought it was cool because it's very rare. First of all, the food business is so hard to break into, and then the big companies dominate everything on the grocery store shelves. So to even like break out and get on a shelf is like a very difficult thing. So it's kind of amazing a family became $1 billion brand.
They started making tortilla chips in the garage. What's your excuse?
I'm authentic. And the reason it's called Siete is because there's 7 family members.
It's interesting that they're going back to like season 1 translator style, where it just reads it to you.
So that we can get the whistles, and it may just sit different.
You know, as a religion major, like you study how people weave these stories and make them myths. So I really like these people, how they've made a mythology around the race.
If you go to graduate school, do you become a religion colonel?
No.
Oh, okay.
You just get a master's in religion.
Religion brigadier, if you get a PhD.
But like I think one of the coolest things, like studying Aboriginal religion, like the natives of Australia, and before like the current time exists, they believed in a like dream time. And then another thing is they have like a axis mundi. It's like a pole that represents the center of the universe. So it's usually like a stone in their home village. So the preservers in this planet, right, that Burnham and Tilly are about to go on, they have...
Well, the Denobulans built a weather station to try to fix their planet.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks.
For everything in this whole season, the preservers have nothing to do with it.
Yes.
Okay.
Pretty much everything,
Okay.
even to the end.
You sound good, by the way, so
I can hear you.
Okay, it took dropping the mic so that it sounds better now.
Ah, great. In fact, you're so much louder, you kind of blew on my eardrums a little bit when you first started talking. Because I had you boosted
You had
200%.
it turned up to the maximum.
Maybe it was some problem with the connection or something. I don't know that do that fixed.
Percussive maintenance always works, 100% of the time.
you sound loud and clear.
They'll probably put it down now in that case.
Man, this planet sucks.
Yep.
Oh, this is the sacrifice one. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh man, this is so sad to see because she has like bronchitis, and like she's just like keeping on going. She's like a smoker who can't quit.
They just tank the dust.
What's that guy? The actor, something Whittaker. What's his
Whitaker?
name? Mm-hmm. Forrest Whitaker. Yeah, she reminds me of a female version of Forrest Whitaker.
Is he the one that was
with the one eye in Rogue One? Yeah.
In Mandalorian.
So he's got that one weird eye.
In Mandalorian. Andor. Sorry.
God, what's his name?
He's not in Mandalorian. Yeah, Andor.
Yeah, in Andor. Sorry.
He's dead by the time of Mandalorian because he gets obliterated by the Death Star. Rogue One, everyone dies.
Deceptions.
Yeah. Remember the main guy in Andor? They allow another rebel leader to be attacked by the ISB.
Oh, she looks like prime sacrifice material.
Yep.
They had to let them get killed because if they hadn't, the Empire would have known that there is a mole inside the Empire.
Yeah. He was also Idi Amin in
We're so close to Andor season 2. 4 more months.
Last King of Scotland.
Andor season 2, last
Northumbria
Andor
a bit
season.
as well. Northumberland.
Wasn't there? Oh no, right. It
No,
was. It was 3. Then they
Northumberland is
changed it
Lost
to 2.
Kingdom, quite explicitly.
What else is
There might
going
be
on
some
with
stuff
Star
in
Wars? They
Scotland
just
as
put
well.
out Skeleton Crew, which I haven't watched yet.
Yeah.
It's another kid show.
We can alleviate your bronchitis. We can't actually fix it.
Let's see. Let me open up my upcoming media spreadsheet. What else is going on? Oh, the Lord of the Rings new movie just came out 2 days ago.
What Lord of the Rings new movie?
It's an animated anime-style movie titled War of the Rohirrim.
Ah.
Where did it come out?
I don't know. I just have it listed in my spreadsheet as coming out December 13th.
Why is everything shaking?
Because
Resonance.
Drugs?
Residents.
They're high on sound.
Drugs.
See, there's going to be another season of Tales of the Jedi in 2025.
Tales of the Jedi.
Dude, the Dooku episodes from Tales of the Jedi was excellent.
You immediately know from the start of the episode she's going to do the race.
Kill
or go to the
her.
Hyperborean sacrifice, and yeah.
Your journey down the dark path
Kills
will
them
be
all.
complete.
I could never run a half marathon, and then when I found out what a triathlon was, I just like had to take a seat because it's like I don't know how you can swim and bike and run in the
What?
same night. A triathlon is when you swim and bike and run.
Hmm. Well, I do 3-gun competition. It's kind of like triathlon.
What do you do?
You shoot people.
You shoot pistol, you shoot shotgun, you shoot rifle.
Cool. Well, I was
There's
just saying
different stages. You transition.
they're
It's like
running
you
in
do
this
3 different
competition.
things.
They're
It's
running.
kind of like
Yeah.
But
you run in 3-gun. You
you run and shoot at the same time?
Yeah, you run and shoot at the same time. Well, like generally you may stop as you shoot and then you run to the next station and then you shoot and then you run. But your blood is pumping.
Yeah, no, but you're not firing at a moving
And there's
on horseback,
desert,
right?
Yeah. Am I firing off of horseback? No,
I'm saying
there's
you're
no
not
horses at all.
firing.
But that's an interesting concept. I'll bring that
Do you
up.
ever shoot your gun in the air and
I
go,
don't think it's
ah?
horses.
Well, they
No, I never
obviously
shoot the
used to
gun in
do
the air.
that
That's
on
really dangerous.
Horseback for archery, and maybe some shooting as well for war.
Yeah. But I was saying that I brought that up because of like running a marathon. So marathon itself comes from ancient Greek days. They had to, at the Battle of Thermopylae, the messenger had to run 26 miles, and he gave the message and he collapsed and he died. So that's where the word marathon comes from. And that's why it's 26
And
and a
she's
half
so
miles.
excited to be sacrificed.
Yep.
So she's gonna do a marathon in the classical Greek sense. I like this episode because it shows the dad. He's like a priest, right? So obviously it's very holy for him to have his daughter participate in the ritual, but knowing she's probably going to be like steam cooked by the end of
They're
it.
going to be so embarrassed when they learn their gods are denobulans.
Yeah, the Denoblians half violating the Prime Directive is an interesting one.
So do they adopt a polyamorous lifestyle to honor their gods?
They fixed the atmosphere, so Yeah, you're right, though. They did violate it. They're not Federation members, so they wouldn't be violating the Prime Directive.
Good job, Denobulans. You didn't even maintain the towers. Don't we not even repair the weather tower? Like, we repaired just this one, right?
Yeah, repair this one.
Maybe we should repair the other ones. Maybe we should just move this civilization to a different planet. There's not even that many of them anymore.
Do like they did in the episode Next Generation?
Yeah, where
With
Captain
Worf's
Picard
brother?
was all in for letting them all die. Occupation Commander Hugh Colbert, MD. Brain scan. Biological scan. Neurological scan unremarkable, it said. It's a heck of a diagnosis. Unremarkable.
Yeah, it's not some intellectual genius or anything like that.
I diagnose you as... Yeah, all right. Fine.
Your IQ is exactly 100.
You have a 10 in each attribute.
No, he's got a 15 in charisma.
The Federation?
You found religion.
Isn't that a fancy word for feeling kind of freaked out? Also, maybe we should get an actual doctor to interpret these results for you and not this guy.
I mean...
You can't body's just a machine your way into a neurological scan. There's other doctors on the ship.
Pretty sure there was another doctor in the room at the start of the scene.
Compeer, not to be confused with comrade, which is clearly what they mean.
Yeah.
Well, I have to admire these people's faith, even though they're just silly, primitive, pre-warp societies.
It's an interesting juxtaposition that they're putting in Hugh's crisis of faith and feeling like there's something bigger than himself, right next to the people who are praying to totally fake gods.
Okay,
where
yes,
we know
you say that.
objectively they're wrong.
Okay, yes, you say that, right? However, see, Star Trek is doing something really amazing here. The Book of Genesis has been the main worldview for like half the world, and Preservers, that episode, The Chase, it kind of gave us a little bit of an answer. You know, we have these like preservers that created us, and so Star Trek is kind of just following up with our Book of with basically our scientific readers.
But the Genovians kind of messed up a little bit as well in building these towers, because it's been 600 years and it doesn't look like they've had really any societal development other than devotion to these towers.
Right, true.
So this pill makes everybody thirsty, right?
Yes.
I mean, it's just salt.
I mean, where can I get this?
Salt. Chew some salt.
I'm pretty sure that is just a mixture of dust and salt. It's
yuck.
Gross.
That's like smoke too. Oh, okay. Another fun thing. So, actually, my mom just came back from Mecca. So, in Islam, once a year you have to go to Mecca, and one of the rituals is reenacting this pilgrimage, where in the Book of Genesis, the Abraham's son Ishmael and his mother Hagar were sent out to the desert, and she found a miraculous well, in the desert, and that's what saved her and the child. So Muslims, we run back and forth between two mountains about seven times, and you reenact that mother's search for water, and you got to run a little bit. You got to hustle a little bit. You can't just like fast walk.
So
This is a good pace.
this is only semi-related, but speaking of hustling,
Mhm.
I think what they should do here is beam water into their mouths.
Into their stomach, just directly into their stomach.
Yeah.
Or, you know.
I like
Look,
this
you're
though
alone.
because
You can even call the ship right now.
yeah, you can. I think you know what's cool though. They're Starfleet, so and she's a xenoanthropologist. They're actually trying to respect the tradition.
Yeah.
They actually want to win the race to get inside the rainforest society, the rainforest Ryza system.
Jesus, Michael, that's a good observation. How did you even notice that?
She's an xenoanthropologist. I love Tilly's stamina here.
Which is fun because we see this is the opposite of season 2, where Tilly's going into a commander training.
And yeah, Michael was training her on running.
Ah, good observation. Yeah, that's when you had those corridor scenes.
Tilly, you have technology. Cheats. Don't give up, compare.
I think like if
You
I
need
lived
to
by a
sacrifice.
forest, I would enjoy like jogging and sprinting, but I just really hate. I live in a city, so like jogging on concrete, asphalt's marginally better, but concrete's the worst.
That's an interesting handheld shot.
I wonder where they are right now. Well, I assume Ontario, but
Ontario?
nice forest.
Vancouver?
Oh yeah, that rock definitely looks fake.
Well, it is.
When she said it leaks radiation, you'd be surprised because basically everything is radiation. Like the heat coming off your body is radiation. The remote
I assume
infrared
she
is.
specifically means ionizing radiation.
Oh, okay. But like your remote signal is radiation. Your your phone's 5G signal is radiation. Microwave radiation. Your microwave cooks with microwave radiation.
It's not ionizing radiation out of your microwave though.
Okay. I'm just saying.
Well, I'm just letting you know it's not ionizing radiation.
You're emitting radiation, Robo.
Your radiation.
Technically, everything is radiation, tightly confined. You're made of radiation.
Okay, but I see. So it's not ionizing radiation. So what does that mean? Ionizing radiation? It just turns like ions.
Ionizing radiation is the
Ionizing
type of
means-
radiation that causes cancer.
It's radiation that strips the electrons off of an atom.
Oh, okay, the gamma rays like that.
Yeah,
Okay.
high energy radiation that screws with DNA.
Yeah, okay.
Whereas a microwave just makes it vibrate a little bit.
Yeah, and bounces off. It can't even penetrate your skin, so.
Microwaves can't even penetrate our dermal shields. Doesn't it know that?
I
Over
like
another
this
bowl.
plot
Do you
point.
guys not have more bowls? Come on.
No, it was cool because any part of any water ritual should be
Oh yeah,
shared.
this is where it gets a little sad because Tilly directly causes her to be in a sacrifice.
Yeah, but look, remember this is a holy thing for these people, so she'll be in a better place after this.
Where Denobula? They're not real gods.
Yeah, true.
They're just Denobulan engineers.
That's the dad's conflict here because he raised his daughter to like believe in this like religion his whole life, and now she's actually like a true believer, and he's like, no, you're supposed to fail at the thing I raised you to succeed.
Good job, Tilly. You just killed his daughter.
Yep.
Good job, Dad. You just killed your offspring.
I also would like to beam down an actual engineer to Michael's position to do this.
Prime directive by Robo. Okay.
Could you be more
Okay.
specific?
From now on in Star Trek, when they say bypass, I'll know what they just mean, like physically remove the part. I love this. Okay, look, I know I'm such a fanboy. I try to keep a lid on it, but I'm gonna gush over here. So Tilly is like full blown panicking, but she manages to hold it together so well here. And the dad outside is panicking because he knows you don't come back from this.
Do you think there's an occupancy limit?
Yeah. So wait, I'm sorry.
If a bunch of people win?
So and Tilly's broadcasting to Michael the whole time. So basically Michael would have had to hear just Tilly die over the phone, and it would have been such
I wonder if they can hold races just on a regular basis and just keep sacrifices in reserve. Like, make a queue.
I really like this. Like we never had any other series show us these floating cloud rock platforms that control the weather. Discovery's such a great show.
It's reminiscent of the duck blinds from TNG with the Mintakans, but more physical.
Yeah, they did improve it. They did improve the same concept, you're right.
The gods, Rafa, don't worry about it.
Yep.
I love this temple set. Like you really feel like you're in the inside of like because he's on the outside and then Burnham like transports in. Welcome back, Robo. Like this poor girl, she's more than happy to die.
Yeah.
Like, it's a good character.
And then Burnham is going to violate the Prime Directive.
And at some point, you kind of gotta, right? Because people are sacrificing themselves to Federation technology. We're already interfering. We should probably
that is a valid argument.
We should probably do something about this. Just give him a quick crash course in turning things off and on again, and it'll be fine.
Yep.
Also, Tilly, you should put the fires out to buy yourself a little more time.
So was that told by previous people, or did the Denobulians deliberately put them there?
I have to imagine it was the primitives. Which I know is a rude thing to call them, but I don't know the name of their species.
Pre-warp civilization.
Primitives.
Oh no, this is Denobulan. Wait, I accidentally skipped a little bit. Hang on, I'll resync. There. Because these are identifiers for the towers. And because she's seen that symbol before, it can't be one of their symbols.
Yep. So yeah, the Denobulian doctor just well and truly interfered with the development of the civilization.
Freaking Denobulans.
I mean, he did also allow their civilization to continue to exist.
Yeah.
So I guess like this wasn't sanctioned by the Denobulan government, and that's why they didn't actually keep up with the towers.
Yeah, true. They should have at least.
There's no maintenance.
They probably tried. What would make sense is they probably tried to get it sanctioned, and then went, "I want to do this anyway to sort of save these people."
So I bought a pre-made charcuterie board.
Congrats.
I treat it like an adult Lunchable.
Cool. So, your religion is fake. Your religion is fake, and science is real, and your daughter's gonna die for no reason. So open the door. But we know the preservers created us. Who created the preservers? So I think that's how you could still have, your religion of choice in the 29th century. You just have to stop sacrificing people. That would just be like one of the prerequisites.
Another thing is the fires that burn in actively reduce the amount of time they can live.
Put them out, Tilly. I guess the question is with what? I guess try to throw the bowls on the ground.
Yeah.
Just pick up the torch and shove it into the corner, like shove it in the ground. Smother it, turn it upside down, smother it on the ground.
But it looks like it's on a pedestal, and it looks like it's like welded on.
Take her tunic and just shove it into it. Smother it.
So in the Bible, You have the story of Abraham ready to sacrifice his son Isaac because
It
God
was just a
told him
prank,
to.
bro.
Right. And then God says, don't do it. But it is a perplexing story because why would God ask you to do something he's going to prank you to do? But
'Cause he was
having said
funny.
that, I mean, it was kind of a, this is what this guy Ovaz is going through. How big is your faith? Would you put your child on an altar to be sacrificed for me? And he does look like Abraham somewhat. But the idea, though, the important like historical context is that the tribes around the Israelites, they would practice infant sacrifice.
Wait, no, Michael,
And
when someone asks you if you're a god, you say yes. God, she's never seen Ghostbusters. Anyway, as you were saying.
But
The
God
burn-
also did the same thing. Like, no, I am not a god. I am just a person on the ship.
hard. I mean, can I shoot you with an arrow, Soma, to prove that you're not a god?
I mean, you could do that with data and you just pull the arrow out and be like,
Your aim is
I'm
a
sorry?
grieving counselor.
But so in the ancient Near East, you know, we think in those surrounding religions of ancient Israel, they practice child sacrifice. And you know, I'm not a huge fan of Jordan Peterson, but I think he brought up an interesting point. Like,
No. We don't
Yeah.
say anything good about Jordan Peterson on this channel. Screw that guy.
He's an
Okay.
expert on one subject and one subject alone, and then everything else. But he talks about literally everything but that subject.
yeah, like you said, I'm not a huge fan, but so
But you
he's
are a fan.
He's a psychologist, right? So just from I like
He's
religion.
evil
you
is
know?
what he is.
Yeah.
Okay, so the thing is that he brought up the fact that like
Right.
you know in ancient societies, nutrition was like a struggle, right? Like how do you get enough calories to like feed people? Because you know cows weren't that big and wheat wasn't that thick or nutritious. So you may have to kill a child just because like there's not enough food for the other 7 members of your household. And what would make it easier is if you kind of sanctify that sacrifice by offering it to the god Moloch or something. I thought it was an interesting point.
Maybe we don't try to
But-
justify child murder.
No, I know. This was a long time ago, but this is what I don't understand about this guy.
It's
You
the
don't have
psychology of human sacrifice. It's not
Yeah.
advocating
Justifying.
for it. It's to understand the psychology of it. Anyway.
how we could do something so horrendous, and you know, this guy though, he doesn't come from a society where it's hard to like feed people. So I don't understand why they think this is such a. I mean, like, it's not like the rain falls after they kill someone.
But
It does,
Okay.
but
It's
only
it's not
only
falling
because of
because they
coincidence.
killed someone. They're just shoving people in the vacuum chamber.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Literally, all it needs
Because-
to do is hit that button and it'll go.
Yeah.
But the thing is, though, the button's not working. So they figure if you keep shoving people in the chamber, the gods will be more and more happy.
Phlox is pleased with their sacrifice.
There's all this.
You-
They don't talk about the gods argument now.
Yeah. You don't have to lose your faith just because.
Well, we've met several gods, especially in TOS, and what we did is we shot them.
Yeah. Or Stargate, we meet several gods and kill them. But they do still have gods in Stargate, just not ones we actually meet.
Yeah, no, I do like it because it's respectful.
Yeah.
You know, like I know.
I mean, Stargate. Well, actually, no. Stargate explicitly says that the Egyptian and Norse gods. It doesn't actually say whether they're real or not. It says that these two races came in and used those beliefs to not interfere with society.
Stargate, right? Not Star Trek.
Yeah,
Yes.
Okay.
Stargate.
Okay.
Star Trek just straight up called
Okay.
them phonies.
Yeah.
No. Yes. Although Q is kind of low key.
The gods will appreciate it if you maintain their isolinear chips.
No, but okay.
Religion
things-
is an ever shrinking bubble of scientific ignorance.
You know, even though it was early TNG, the Nagilum episode, Data asked Picard, "What do you believe, sir?" And Picard says, "You know what? I don't think once we die, it's all going to be it. I think there's something else," which is not even a theistic sentiment, by the way. You don't even have to believe in God to believe in some kind of afterlife.
And when Picard actually did die, and it was Q. That poor guy. He can't get away from him.
It's all white. He thinks,
Like, oh my god, no, just give me Oblivion. I don't want to deal with him.
you got to play mind games with your past. You want to take the knife or you want to not take the knife, John Luke? Go get stabbed all over again in the heart.
So it is okay, back to the episode for a second. It is nice actually that the clue isn't in the specific tower that they went to.
Yep.
It's like, wow, that would be so convenient.
They just assumed that it would be, and then sort of like, no, it's not. We're not doing that sort of coincidence, which is quite nice.
Oh, by the way, the Native Americans specifically have a festival for a dance for, rain. So we had to read about that in religion class too. The rain dance, it goes on for 3 days sometimes.
Does it work?
Well, in the story it did.
Okay. All right, we didn't have to kill a child. We didn't.
I mean, dancing to have
Ryan-
rain fall doesn't hurt anything, and it certainly can't.
If you dance long enough, rain will come.
That's
Yeah.
true. Unless you live on this planet.
Right. Yay! All right, everyone, do your rain
We did it.
dance.
Oh no, close the roof. You're getting rain in the machine.
It's not that kind of a machine.
Why did they make the machine look like a ancient ruin?
I think it's just super old. I think it's just rusted over.
Yeah.
Why would you build it out of something that rusts?
I don't know.
Because
Why
it's
would you
gonna-
build it so the ceiling is open to the rain?
Yeah.
It taps to the atmosphere better.
Also, there's very few metals that don't do some form of oxidization with enough time.
Oh my god, this is what video games look like in the
He's
future.
playing
What happened?
asteroids? He's playing asteroids?
Not just like playing asteroids on the Nintendo, what do you call it?
Virtual Boy.
Virtual Boy, yeah.
I should probably learn Spanish. That seems important in California.
Pollo is chicken.
Okay, yes, I got that part. Mostly
Mopongo.
because of Breaking Bad, though, to be fair. I also know
Dos
that
pollos?
hermanos means brothers because of Breaking
Yeah.
Bad.
Oh, wow.
I know some of the colors. Azul, blanco, rojo, violeta, amarillo, anaranjado, rosa.
You don't know
Do
the
you not-
colors.
I know
Do you know how to
some
say
of
blonde?
some colors.
Do you know how to say blonde? It's the same last name as the senator from Florida, Rubio.
Eins, zwei, drei, vier, fünf, sechs, sieben, acht.
Yes, and go into the thousands on that.
Counting to 8 in German.
19, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21.
20? Okay.
It probably was not a practical choice to learn German instead of Spanish.
The
That's
German
okay.
was the main one I did at school.
Half the galaxy is learning how to speak Klingon.
No, no, no.
You wanna go work at
Klingon-y. Old Klingon canon is weird.
Yeah.
If you want to work at CERN,
I don't.
German would be good. Or French.
French?
But
Well, you're born in a French country.
Yeah, extinct language.
no, so it used to be that French was the main language for diplomacy, and English is currently the official language for aeronautics, and Russian is the language for space travel.
That doesn't strike me as accurate. I want to fact check that.
Russian is sort of combined with English largely. Yeah.
Well, the French part, we say lingua franca just to mean standard language. Like right now, English is a lingua franca, but obviously French used to be the lingua franca.
So all astronauts going to the ISS, no matter how many languages they speak, also need to learn Russian. Fascinating.
Yeah.
And if you want to fly a
it's
plane,
written in Russian.
Probably because
Especially
all
the
the
Soyuz.
equipment and the instruments.
Yeah. It might become less and less true these days, especially as SpaceX becomes the official transporter to the ISS. But certainly for the past few decades, or in fact, the ISS is going to be gone eventually. But the past few decades, the Soyuz was the main one, which is always Russian, so you have to know Russian to be able to do anything.
no, the U.S. and the Soviet Union and the U.S. agreed to it that for planes you speak English, and for space you speak Russian.
A Ruski.
It's quite important because that was an important agreement because the US has never had a ground to space orbiter, or at least docking system.
Ground to space orbiter? All right, say that again.
A ground to space. A ground to space docking method.
Also, 1 minute to Erigah.
Ground to space docking method.
ISS is an
Are you forgetting about the space shuttle?
No, that's not that's not a station. That's a
No. Hey. So we had the space shuttle. We had Skylab 1 and 2. We had Apollo.
Shared. It's one which they actively use regularly, as opposed to
we used the space shuttle until we retired it.
Yeah, but the Soyuz capsule is still in use for that purpose.
How's the British space program doing? What are you guys up to? That's not.
There's a guy with a kite.
I actually don't know what they're doing.
Not much recently. We do have several spaceports on the go.
3, 2, 1, play.
But Virgin, was it Galactic? No, it's not.
Yeah.
Virgin.
Galactic.
No, Galactic is the American one. There was a British one.
Virgin Airlines.
No. There was a British project.
Virgin Olive Oil.
Which was going to launch satellites from planes, but it
never took off.
No, it did take off. What happened was their first true launch was an actual launch of the system. So they had people who paid for the satellites on it, but the second stage of the rocket did not ignite, so it crashed.
There's a really interesting video on YouTube that looks at the docking equipment on the ISS and why it's shaped the way it is.
Yeah.
And it's very centric to the space shuttle. So like they're like, why is the docking thing on the western side of the ISS like shaped the way it is? And it was basically to accommodate the space shuttle cargo bay. But then they even go back and they examine like early concept images of the Space Station Freedom, which was what the American. So basically, Space Station Freedom, which was American project, and Mir 2, which was the Russian project, got combined into the ISS.
Right.
And so if you look at the Space Station Freedom like concept designs, you'll see that offset docking tube. And then there's another like mechanism that I think that it's either in the space shuttle. I can't remember if it started out being a part of the space shuttle or being part of the station, but then it swapped because of the change from being purely an American project to being a shared international project.
Yeah.
So in
Okay, yes,
the
they did use the space shuttle initially, but then they just came to an agreement with Russia that they use the Soyuz capsule.
So are you
Needed
guys
to have no Russian.
are you guys excited for the manned mission to Europa this year?
yeah,
But yeah, I'm really excited for any manned mission.
Should be pretty
The,
good.
Manned mission to Europa.
Yeah,
yeah.
When does Baby Columbia get some Mercury again?
with Renee Picard as the pilot.
Oh, yes.
You
I'm
guys,
rolling my eyes really hard right now.
you guys don't
Yeah.
watch the news?
Yeah, don't you watch the Federation News Service?
I'm really gritting my teeth right now, Soma, because a council player just locked auto aimed to my machine gun port on my T-34, and it's like there's no way a council player would hit that shot without auto aim.
Right.
Very frustrating.
Oh, wait, what? I always forget her name. What is her name? Security
Non.
lady
Non.
Barzan.
Non.
Like,
None. Yeah.
Not. Wait, is it Non?
Non?
It's none.
Non?
Yeah.
Lieutenant
Okay.
Commander.
Because I wanted to say Non, but then I was remembering bread. Yeah, I just like.
Yeah. So this month, Bepi Columbia is doing its fifth Mercury flyby, and next month it's going to do its sixth Mercury flyby.
What were you saying about Non, Ryan?
Just that I couldn't remember her name.
Okay. One thing I realized from the flashback, that Breen ship is so huge. Like, it's like the size of 2 Galaxy classes. You know,
Yeah, that's
like,
sort of a
stacked up.
trope with villains in this show. They all have just an
Yeah.
absolutely gigantic flagship. The Terran Empire
I
had
like
the
big
Arrow.
ships, and I cannot lie.
The Orions had, I don't know the name of
Oh
the
my
ship, but
God.
Osiris flagship that was massive.
It
Huge.
incorporated the Discovery into its docking bay.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, fair enough, that was for plot reasons.
Discovery is a
but-
very small ship.
And then when Laurel,
No, Discovery's a
Well,
huge ship.
when
Discovery
Laurel,
is a
huge.
tiny ship.
when
No,
Laurel,
it's bigger than the original
Mm.
Constitution. That's why they had to resize it.
Well, the nacelles are longer, but it's, I mean, bigger than the original Constitution isn't very big
And-
relative to, like, Galaxy class.
We
True.
saw a Constitution and a Crossfield right next to each other 2 episodes ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's particularly large.
Yeah,
So
like
Michael
the
Burnham-
Constitution next to the Galaxy class is a tiny little thing. It's a little baby ship.
Yeah.
Somehow,
The
I think-
extension was one is larger than the.
like a
TOS.
modern aircraft carrier is bigger than the Constitution. So
somehow Earth space dock scaled up perfectly so that the door to Earth space dock
Don't worry
comfortably
about that.
accommodates a Galaxy class and a Constitution class simultaneously.
It just
Or,
expands
they
in all 3
scaled it up.
dimensions. It's made of programmable matter.
So Michael Burnham is the one who stabbed Locke, or she did the backflip that caused Locke to stab himself.
Yes.
In fact,
I just-
she was defending herself.
Yeah. And also the same way Orsiro was about to like destroy the Federation headquarters, here too the Breen are just about to like chop everybody up. No more Federation.
An old refrigeration suit. Are we going to get the DS9 ones?
That'd be
No.
cool.
But we
Yes,
don't.
Yeah.
The DS9 Breen are way cooler looking than these Breen.
Ooh,
Is this
did
the Horsehead
Evolution.
Nebula again? No, I don't
They
think
did
so,
a-
actually.
They did a really great job in the DS9 for the budget they had. In fact, I'm just thinking of who's that DJ from France? 2 guys who always wear a
Pitbull?
helmet.
Daft Punk.
Daft Punk. yeah.
Who's the DJ from France? They actually have like the medal of culture or something. They got some really
Yeah, honored.
like high award for
Civic
contributions to culture and art.
I mean, they have a huge, long discography too. Very few artists last that long.
The Breen are on their way.
Daft Punk.
Probably because they can go out in public and no one will know it's them.
And so blood feuds used to be pretty common.
Yeah.
I'm glad we don't have them anymore. I guess Maul and Locke have depose, defend, and deny written on them.
How come with this version of the Breen, we got rid of the rank of Thought? I liked the Thoughts. Thought Gore, Thought Pren, they were cool.
So did Rick Berman. He liked the Thoughts.
Rick Berman
But-
had problematic views.
Something I just learned. Okay, so Tasha left because she was uncomfortable with Rick Berman.
No, that's not why she left.
Denise
It
Crosby.
didn't help.
Okay, but
Denise Crosby did not leave because of that. Denise Crosby left because she didn't think her character got enough screen time.
I mean,
So
to be
the
fair,
thing is,
Tasha
though,
was pointless. She didn't do anything.
So when they brought her back,
You're
she
talking
wanted...
about Gates McFadden. Gates McFadden had an issue with not Rick Berman, but with the what's his name?
Gates defended Rick Berman. But
it wasn't
said she
Rick
didn't have-
Berman. She had a problem with
look,
it. It was the what's his face that
Look at this display.
lawyer. The lawyer.
Current speed, maximum
Gene
warp. What does
Roddenberry's
that
lawyer.
mean? It's not helpful.
How many knots he said?
What was the guy's name?
I
Can't
forgot.
think of it.
Rick Berman.
It's like Markowitz or I don't know.
I know who you're talking about. Okay, but what I was saying was though when they brought Tasha's character back, she wanted her character to be the offspring of Tasha and that Lieutenant Garrett Rhodes.
Leonard Maislish.
So when she came back, they said, no, your character is going to be the offspring of like a prisoner and a Romulan, and basically he's going to be like her sex slave, and that's what she had to agree to
Other way
come
around,
back.
but yes.
Okay. What, his sex slave? Yes, sorry. But so in other words, Rick Berman is so extra. Like you could have just had like a regular plot, and instead
he made it weird.
And it's almost like he's punishing her for leaving. But I mean, if Robo wants to challenge me, I'm fine. Like if he's, maybe he read something more. I wasn't there. I'm not saying I have special knowledge, but I was just learning that Rick Berman made it extra hard for Tasha to come back with that ridiculous plot.
Rick Berman was not kind to what's her face?
Women?
Denise Crosby.
Denise Crosby when she left, but I do not believe he was the cause. I think she believed that she could accomplish more and that they weren't giving her character enough
frankly
to do, and that might be true, but I don't think she could accomplish more. And I think
season 1 was such a limited show. I don't blame anyone for being like, I'm gonna move on to something more serious.
Absolutely nobody has a good showing in season 1.
They all were probably fathoming career changes. Even Patrick Stewart, his agent told him, do 1 season, they'll cancel it in 2, and then you could add it to your resume.
He thought they were going to cancel it after the pilot, and he wasn't going to come back after season 3, and that's why they were teeing up Riker to be the captain, because they were still negotiating
best of both worlds.
Patrick Stewart's contract.
If they went with Captain Riker, it would have transitioned to a much more action-focused show. That was sort of his whole deal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
A new green lady every week.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure all the actors were trying to keep their backup handy.
Literally, yes. But now, look at this. We're sitting around a long table discussing interstellar diplomacy. This is what Star Trek is.
Yep.
We did it.
We made it past season 1 of TNG. And now we're here.
I still think a Final Unity was a pretty good Next Generation story.
Even with the Garidians?
Even with the Garidians. Well, just pretend they're Romulans.
I don't think there's a game with a better story for any Star Trek franchise
Than a Final Unity?
I mean,
yeah.
I feel like Star Trek is lacking in good
It's
games
the
in
most...
general.
It's the most, like, Next Generation story. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying it's the best game. I'm saying that it's the best representation of Next Generation.
Speaking of
like, it could have
representing
been an
Ultrek, he
episode.
just mentioned using Duranium Shadows to give the impression of more weapons, which was from Deep Space Nine. Came up a couple times, actually, there, where the station pretended to be armed instead of a piece of floating garbage.
Deep Space Nine being a piece of floating garbage? What?
In Season 1, it was. They built it up later, but at the start, yeah, it didn't have weapons or shields or much of anything, really. Working power systems.
Well, those can't tell me those rotary photon torpedo launchers weren't Cardassian designs. Or it's either that or like Starfleet intentionally made them to match the aesthetic of the rest of the station. I don't believe that for a second.
Starfleet appreciates branding.
Yeah, their branding. So it would have been like a gray blister of Aztec pattern on the exterior brown hull of the Cardassian station.
Can't believe the Bajorans never even wanted to repaint it. It's just straight up Cardassian.
So Raynor says
red and makes it go faster.
Raynor says here that the Breen believe in genocide like we believe in the Prime Directive. And
we also believe in genocide.
Yeah, but we don't believe in it as a directive, right? So we kind of
the Prime Directive often leads to genocide, so
true.
Through inaction.
True. So she sent him outside, and it just kind of reminds me of, like, we have a debate about foreign policy. Like, are some regimes fundamentally evil? Or are they just trying to do what they're doing for their survival?
Are some regimes fundamentally evil? Yes. Like China.
No. Or not.
Yes.
I don't know what you said. Like, whoever's other people.
Sorry. Fun fact, China has never attacked any of its neighbors. So I mean...
Well, as long as you don't consider Taiwan a neighbor, then they're not aggressive at all. Oh wait,
Taiwan's a renegade province. But
that's what I'm saying. It's like as long as you agree with China on that particular point, then yeah.
They also recently annexed Hong Kong, in a manner of speaking.
No, the British signed it back to them. That was a 99-year lease.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm not a fan of communist China. I'm not a fan of communist China. I'm just saying, though, in our American worldview, we kind of consider certain countries...
Star Trek lore. So, not the Android lore. Information. The last time the Breen visited the Federation, they destroyed an entire city. So the Breen haven't visited the Federation since Deep Space Nine.
Yeah.
It's been like 800 years.
Isolation.
Something else might have happened in the interim that we just don't know about. Yeah.
Also,
I'm suddenly choking for no reason.
Go get a glass of water, Robo.
No, it's part of the trial. He must endure.
Also, the Breen are a major Alpha Quadrant power. They're like half the size of the Klingon Empire.
Which is weird because nobody seems to care about the Breen.
But they're as big as the Gorn, I want to say.
Nobody cares about the Gorn either.
Federation with fair ease in Deep Space Nine, then it's not over.
Though it's a little giving too much credit to the Breen to say they destroyed a city, because like San Francisco was pretty much fine. They destroyed Starfleet headquarters, and even then it was only damaged.
True.
I think they destroyed Cardassia Prime. That was utterly... The Breen were ordered to do that assault. Millions of Cardassians died.
They did do that, but I think the specific reference that Star Trek was making was to their attack on San Francisco when they first joined the Dominion War.
Okay, I didn't know that. I just remember the female founder was on a rampage. Even as her skin was
exterminate the
flaking off.
Cardassians. Which
Yeah,
ones?
she was-
All of them. The entire population. See, speaking of
Anyway.
regimes just being inherently evil.
Yes.
Hi.
It was very emotional. Anyway, the whole because Garrick had to rescue his maid mom thing.
Maid mom thing.
His
Was
dad
she the
had
mother,
a
or maybe like
house-
a wet nurse?
Yeah, his dad had a housemaid that was like his mom, basically. Oh, also Rick Berman was the one who told them to tone down the Garrick and Bashir plotline.
Well,
Then
not in so many words. It's more he wasn't really open to such things, and the crew then sort of didn't bother to ask, or I shouldn't say didn't bother to ask. They didn't put in the effort to ask because they weren't sure.
Speaking of Garrick and Bashir,
Mhm.
I will not be speaking of Garrick and Bashir.
Sorry.
It's too
Yes.
it's too soon.
It is way too recent.
Too recent for what?
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
Anyway, how are you liking the Lower Deck season 5?
Do you have something coming
It's very good.
as a like a supercut or something?
They just hinted at you. Lower Decks. Check out Lower Decks season 5.
Yeah.
That's all they're gonna say for the audience too.
There's 2 episodes left, and it's not happened. We've seen the scene. There is obviously. It was announced that there is one guest actor in this week's episode. At least one.
Oh yeah, his uncle is the Primarch.
SHHHH.
Look,
So
regardless
I
of any
bought one of
specific
these.
plot points, you should watch Lower Decks because it's a good TV show.
Yes, it's a great TV show.
I bought one of these super cheap Cobb Light headbands. I don't know if you've seen these on Amazon. They're super cheap. They're super cheaply made, but incredibly useful. Charge one up, throw it in my center console.
Is that also a TNG episode?
Labyrinth of the Mind, no. There was... I mean, they did... There was a reference to TNG there, which was the name of the doctor is Dr. Marina Derricks.
Yeah.
Marina Sirtis, TNG, yada yada. Labyrinths of the Mind. Let me see.
I might be combining multiple episode names.
Who could it be? When did Adira actually join Starfleet?
She joined when she jumped board onto the ship.
Commander Reno.
Yay!
Is there anything Commander Reno hasn't done?
Yeah.
Okay, fair. That's
okay. Sorry, when I was talking about Thelma and Louise,
I mean, who hasn't lied on their resume?
I guess I meant Bonnie and Clyde. So Bonnie and Clyde were responsible for a series of robberies between 1932 and 1934. That's what Locke and Maul are. They're just
Bonnie and Clyde. Also died in a hail of gunfire.
Yeah, exactly. They're ready to go out. Oh, it was a man and a woman. I didn't realize that.
That's probably
7 of
why.
limes, really, James?
They were a
the
couple.
Controller in the bottom of the mic.
And there was a 1967 film.
So,
obviously.
Robo, what on your resume is a lie?
What?
You said everybody has their resumes. What did you lie about on your resume?
Absolutely nothing. Actually, I had to take things out of my resume, but like I had stuff in there that was like it was real, but it was too much. Like it was just how do I explain it? Oh, and when they did my background check, they found like other college courses that I had taken previously that I didn't list on the thing. Like I had taken classes during a certain period of time between
big fella,
2 like phases of my life, and they're like, I'm like, so the problem is you found out I'm more qualified. Like I didn't like for the flow of the resume for my education, it didn't make sense to include like this little bit, whatever. Anyway.
Oh, look. Yellow alert now has actual yellow lights. That's new.
It had it in Next Generation.
Did it? I don't remember it having yellow lights.
Yes.
I have no memory of this.
Yeah, well they're it might not appear yellow to you. I don't know what yellow appears like to you.
It was red alert with yellow klaxons, yeah, but it wasn't called yellow alert.
Klaxon is a what? Klaxon is a siren. But on the bridge when it was yellow alert, the lights that would be red were yellow. The little LCAR screens that would flash red would flash yellow.
No, we did have yellow alert. You're right.
I need to find a picture of this because I have no memory of it ever going yellow.
Yeah. Well, we started this in 2001.
The Great Okana, when they lock on lasers, they go to yellow alert.
Yeah.
And so it should show it on that episode.
Like by the time after Best of Both Worlds, we just started going straight to red alert. But before we used to go to yellow alert.
Someone just left. Who left? Who dare leave? I did not give them my leave to leave. Ryan cannot leave his own stream.
Well, I can. And have done, actually, in the past.
And there would be no stream.
Occasionally, I'll just leave to go, like, move laundry or something. Don't tell anybody.
That's funny. I'm always doing laundry during the stream.
Well, I don't have a wireless headset. I'm not wandering around my house midstream.
Well, you should get a wireless headset. They're fantastic. No. Listen, rolling over my headset cord with my chair, like so many times that it destroys the cord, I'm like, I'm going to get a wireless headset.
Whenever I've tried wireless headsets, I always have a buzzing sound from the Bluetooth, and I can't stand it.
Don't use Bluetooth. So the one I have, it has this 2.4 gigahertz transmitter, low latency transmitter, and then you can also Bluetooth it, but I use the low latency transmitter. I ordered something that came in a very big box, and now I have a very big box, and I'm trying to...
Congrats.
I don't want to bring very big boxes into the house.
A needle in a haystack, that's a human proverb. How
about a needle in a stack of needles? Ever try and find that?
No, actually, I never have. I do appreciate being able to see the Breen ship in the reflection of the window. That's a nice detail.
You ever find yourself traveling, Ryan?
No.
Okay.
You ever go a wandering beneath the pale blue sky?
No, but I have Dance with the Devil in the Pale Moonlight.
Ever park your car in a huge parking area and forget where you left it?
I feel like we're about to have a fact or fiction story.
Yeah.
Do you believe in the power of a curse?
No.
Have you ever ridden through a park on your bike at night?
Yes. Well,
Have you
maybe.
noticed what big stars real estate agents have become? I have not noticed that, Jonathan. I don't know what he's talking about.
Have you ever had a medical claim denied by your insurance company?
No, because I live in a stupid country.
You ever been in a Turkish prison?
Solve that
No,
problem with
it's
this one
Turkish.
weird trick. Insurance companies, CEOs hate it.
That was
Also,
not
we're getting a lot of
advocating
backstory of your
violence,
favorite
to
character.
be
We're not
clear,
listening to him
YouTube.
at all. Tahal's a big meanie. Cut off the tips of his ears, probably.
Hmm.
Cut off a tip of something. Big yikes.
Okay, yes, he has his own tragic backstory that he explains why he's so hard on people. He's also a little
Raynor?
racist.
Raynor?
Yeah.
Oh, you're saying my favorite character.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I mean, this episode was pretty recent. Like, it's still fresh in my memory.
He's
I don't know.
damaged.
Is he racist?
Well, he just said
Yeah.
Breen can't be trusted, which doesn't sound great.
I mean, culturally they can't. No, not culturally.
Empirically,
Hierarchically.
empirical evidence. Yay! I got the thing in the big box, out of the big box. There's a smaller box in the big box, which is like, why?
Wow.
But okay. Wow.
2 boxes. Only
3,
1 to
actually.
go.
So, fun fact, they were boxes. I bought boxes, plastic boxes, which came in cardboard box, which came in a larger cardboard box.
So you're getting more box per box. That sounds like a good deal to me.
Yeah. It's 700% more box per box, yes. Perfect. This is exactly what I wanted.
We don't get enough of Tignotar in this show.
And now we never will.
Who's your favorite lesser Discovery character?
A lesser Discovery character.
Yeah, as in not Michael Burnham or Book
I know.
or...
I'm just trying to think of who even is there. I mean, there's Bryce and Reese, Awoshikun. Linus is in there. He's all right. I like Owo, though she hasn't really done that much.
Yeah.
But mostly what I associate Owo with is the episode where they find that church in season 2.
Tilly and Reese are probably my 2 favorite side characters at the moment.
Does Lorca count as a minor character who's only in 1 season?
And this is how he ensures his death.
I don't think he means to. He's just kind of dumb.
Yeah.
Good job, bro. All right, let's just extradite him. Seems like a good deal to me. Get him out of her hair. Breen buddies. Yeah, no, so we did not, in fact, get the old DS9 suit when they mentioned old refrigeration suits.
Yeah.
Oh, well. Oh my god, we know you don't have to scramble your voice. You were speaking normally earlier. You don't have to scramble your voices all the time. It's not even, yeah, I don't understand how the Breen work, because it's not a voice scrambler, it's a whole different language that it translates to.
Yeah.
Is that a lot? Could we give him some rando red shirts to kill? They don't even care about their traditions. All they want... Well, what do they want? I mean, just power, really, but... Hatchling. So they come from eggs. Who are these people? How did the Breen work?
No, the Tau Ceti is a system, if I remember rightly.
Yeah, Tau Ceti is where the Traveler is from TNG. Oh, wait, no, was that... Wait, I think that's right. Khan was on Ceti Alpha. The Traveler is from Tau Ceti. Is that guy even Starfleet? He's not wearing a uniform. Oh my god, Locke, you fool! Also, security, do you maybe want to do something about this? When he starts yelling, go? No? Alright. Fancy slow-mo. Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
I wonder if they ever actually accidentally hit the camera guy.
Probably.
Come on, Hugh, you can take her. Never mind.
No, she had a gun.
All right, Nog, come on. This is your one job. You're supposed to be good at this. All right. Buying time for more security to arrive, though, right? No? All right. Oh, wow, she's still here. I assume she just left.
Yeah, that would have been a better idea.
Now, Burnham is making an excellent point here.
Yeah.
But it's not really going to come up later in the season because apparently the Breen can keep up with the spore drive at warp somehow. It keeps happening. They keep being forced into confrontations with the Breen. Serena, you sure? Look at that scowl. He hates the Breen.
Mm-hmm.
Though there can't really be many ways off the ship. I mean, they're in space. You just have to close the doors. Yep, no harm will befall Locke while he's in our... You did it. Good job.
Primark.
Yes, well
I didn't know we had a 40K crossover.
He should have been a thought. Okay, I have a plan. We, turn off all the transporters, which I don't know if there are any, really, anymore. But lift off all of the shuttles and seal all the airlocks and shuttle bays.
But actually able to prioritize, that's good.
See, on his resume, he puts in that he's good at triaging problems. New magic powers for the Betazoids. Shut up.
Yeah. Gotta come soon.
There are stars around. Yeah, okay. As soon as I saw this on the original watch through, I knew exactly where it was. Thanks, Deep Space Nine. We've seen exactly one place that matches this description. Though they changed the CGI a lot. Previously, it had like tornadoes. All right, now transport out with with the Scion. Well, he is getting out, but see, Non, you should have just shot her. What if you empath with her? Can he empath on people?
Not really.
I've only seen him do it on animals and now a piece of metal. It would have been sick if this was a deception. Locke was actually fine and he just straight up lies to her to get her to come back. That would have been awesome. It's a little odd that Locke's death is just he accidentally killed himself. Like, he didn't have a big dramatic sacrifice or something. He didn't go out in a firefight. He just accidentally overdosed.
Well, somewhat deliberately overdosed, but overdosed more than you expected.
That's okay. We can revive him. We have the power over life and death with the progenitor's technology.
Wow. Yikes.
Why are you always lying, Locke? There's still 3 more episodes to go. It is a surprise that he dies at this point, because there are 3 more episodes. People never die before the end of the season. We're losing one. We have 2 antagonists, and we're losing one of them.
Yeah. The next 3 episodes are interesting because Mole by herself isn't as strong an antagonist.
But she's not by herself. She has the Breen Confederacy. Yes, kill them. Yes, shoot them. How many ships do we have in the sector? All right. Are any of those the Nog? Maybe that third one. I'm not totally sure. Though it doesn't look like it'll help.
Yeah.
You're a human.
Human. Play dumb shot, human. Play dumb shot, human.
I don't play Domjot human. Ah, Jesus Christ.
Someone's new microphone just
Sorry, I
fell
didn't
off
mean
the
to.
desk.
No, it just fell down slightly. Didn't mean to knock it.
Human. Play dumb shot.
Just moving the cable.
It
I think
is
it
a
was
marginally
right,
better
but-
plan than being blown up by this
Yeah.
planet-sized warship. Why? Just beam out with her right now. You've got transporters. Just leave.
Why are people so dumb?
Why does the Federation even get a say in this? They were right there. They could just grab her. Yeah, no, she doesn't actually. She's just...
Yeah.
She doesn't really have a plan. She's just winging it. Sure we can. I mean, what... She doesn't really have any information for them. She's not really useful to them, except as the political pawn. Screw it. They can have her.
Yep.
She doesn't have a single one of the clues. Okay, but Book, the alternative is you blow up. What do you want? Gotta make a choice, dude.
There's one life versus at least a few hundred, even if you win.
The needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few. Or the one. Though also I would be fine with it if the Breen just blew them up anyway. Where could it be? The Mutara Nebula. There it is. Badlands, of course, famously is where the Maquis live.
Mm-hmm.
They like the ionic discharges. Actually, we see them in TNG as well. When the also in Voyager, 3 different shows. I think Golivek has a pretty rough time in there. We can use the progenitor's technology to destroy the Breen. They're planning to destroy the Federation with it. Seems fair.
Black alert.
The lights didn't even go black. They went kind of purpley.
I don't get black alert.
It's an alert that's black. Hope that helps.
I just feel it's an interesting choice.
All right. So, that's it for today. What's next week? Well, next week is the season finale.
Yep.
Oh Lord, that's going to be a long stream, isn't it? How long is the finale?
Does anyone here have a wallet with Velcro? Do you feel like a child using it?
I don't use things that were invented by the Vulcans.
See.
I believe in good old human inventions.
What do you
good
have
Lord.
for a wallet?
Okay, the
Yeah,
finale is an hour and a half long.
Oof. 58 minutes.
That might be too much Star Trek. That's so much.
So much Star Trek in one
Plus
sitting.
47 minutes, plus an hour and a half.
What's the, like, if you were to sit down and watch Next Generation from start to finish, how many hours is that? Is that
It's 176 episodes.
400.
About 45 minutes per episode.
400 something?
Let's see.
hours?
176 times 0.75. 132 hours, approximately. Not including the movies. There's a lot. It's
you
hard.
Could do it in what, 5 days?
It's hard to get people into Star Trek because there's just so much of it.
Yeah.
That. Oh, my friend's like, you should watch One Piece. I'm like, isn't there like 1,800 episodes? Like, I'm not catching up on that, dude.
I have a life, man.
1,800 episodes. And they're like I don't know, 12 minutes though.
Oh, okay.
He's so super excited about this new episode, and he's like streaming it to me, and I'm like, okay, that was it. It's like over. It's over. Like I thought it was a commercial break. It's just over. He's like, yeah, that was awesome. Like, I don't get it because I don't. Like, I have no context. Right. I'm like, glad you like it. Not interested.
So, according to Wikipedia, there are now 939 episodes of Star Trek.
Wow. 939 episodes of Star Trek.
God, how did I get through all that? That's so much.
I need to watch Voyager and Deep Space Nine at some point. Those are 2 series I haven't really watched.
You've never watched Voyager or Deep Space Nine?
I have watched a couple episodes of Voyager and a couple episodes of Deep Space Nine.
We watched it on this stream.
I didn't join for those streams.
What is wrong with you? I think we need to ban him.
After those shows.
So?
That's no excuse. That's no excuse.
You've seen TOS, haven't you?
I mean, that's like 20 episodes. I have watched it several times, though.
Look, Deep Space Nine is on par with TNG as one of the best TV shows there is. Voyager is its own thing. Voyager's more spotty, but DS9 is excellent.
So I have a special place for Voyager just because it was like the first Star Trek that I was old enough to watch from the beginning. You know what I mean? At the same time, Deep Space Nine I think is my favorite, and I think that Next Generation is the closest to Gene's vision. Actually, the first 2 seasons, but still good. I still think it's the definitive Star Trek.
All right.
That's my
so,
take.
Next week we'll watch the finale of Discovery, and by then, Soma, you will have watched at least season 1 of Deep Space Nine. That should be good.
Maybe.
Okay.
Maybe. Your assignment is how many episodes do you have to watch? 4 episodes a night for the next week.
DS9 also
So your
doesn't
assignment-
start nearly as weak as TNG.
That's
It's
true.
not great. There are problems, but it's a lot better than season 1 TNG.
Yeah, that's true. I agree with Ryan's assessment.
Well, I hope you agree with my assessment that the stream is over and everybody should now leave.
Yes, have a good week.
Good day.
You don't have to go home, but you can't stay